says, do you listen to Why Don't We? I mean, just a little bit, you know, on repeat every single day. Hey guys, it's Jessica. Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna ignore the fact that my hair looks like I dumped it in a bucket of grease. It feels that way as well, so let's ignore that. And my bleach stained shirt, we're also gonna ignore that. I just came home from practice. I'm literally still wearing my softball pants and socks, so yeah. Anyways, I made a little post on my other channel last night saying, hey guys, I'm gonna be filming a video. Send me questions and I will answer them in my main channel. So that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, so the first question comes from SC Nelson, and it says, who's the hottest member of Why Don't We and why? I love you. Love you too. They all are unique and special in their own ways. I think they're all attractive people, but my friend's gonna kill me for this. Honestly, Jonah's probably the most that's like my type, kind of, but if you guys know, I'm in Daniel's lane, so I'm confusing. They're all very attractive. I like all of their appearances very much. My dog is being obnoxious. Next question comes from Hearts and Smiles, and she says, how did you get introduced to Why Don't We? So I actually got introduced to them from my friend's summer. It was, I think, Something Different came out in April, and I think the end of April or beginning of May is when I first heard the song, and like right around the release date, like within the first 2 weeks of it being released, I heard the song, and after that, I got hooked. She heard the song, and she's like, this is a really good song, you should listen to it. So I did, and I'm hooked. Ayy. Next question comes from Maddie._limelight, and she said, what is your favorite Why Don't We song? Mine is 8 letters, and the music video 8 letters. For my favorite song, Forever and Always, I believe, is going to be Taking You, not for the musicality of it, the vocals in it, the instrumental in it, everything to do with the song, the whole production of it is not as good as their stuff that's out now. Saying that out there now. It's a great song, but it's not to the standard of, you know, being on the Billboard or iTunes charts. Like, obviously, if it were to be released now, it would be, just because they have the fan base to do so, but the quality of the song is not the same. But for some reason, it is my favorite song. I think it's just because it was their first song, and it has such, like, a special place in my heart, just because it is where they started off. Just to kind of see the growth of where they started from and where they are now is kind of insane to me. Like, they have a book, they have an album out, like, they've been on multiple tours. It's insane. They've grown so much. Like, I remember seeing them with 400 people, and now I just saw them with 4,000 people the other day. It was like 2.5 weeks ago. But it's just insane to see how much they've grown and how much they've improved, both lyrically and vocally, and every single part of it, like the production of it all. It's just, it blows my mind to see how much things have changed, and in such a good way too. So Taking You has always had a special place in my heart, but also Friends is a bop. I mean, a lot of their songs are bops, but like Friends, I can just jam out so hard to that song. After hearing it live, I'm like, oh, it's so good. And their little dance for like, and we can dance. It's, if you know, you know. Next question comes from Lauren. It says, will I ever meet the boys? I'm not asking this for attention or anything like that. All my friends say I will, but my dad and mom say I won't. I don't know which to believe. This is hard. Okay, so I know exactly how you're feeling, because for years, not if I don't, because I have a job and I pay for my own stuff, and if I want to meet someone and I want to buy VIP, it's up to me to do it, and so I'm like, you know, I'm not going to go and buy McDonald's after work, I'm going to go home and eat food, or I'm not going to go and buy an extra t-shirt, I'm going to save my money and buy VIP. I have the ability to do that now, just because I have been working for almost 5 years now. I've been working full-time. I've put money into savings for things like VIP and tours and vacations and stuff that I want to do. I'm not in school right now, so like this is what I'm doing. I've worked hard for my money, so I want to spend it on things that make me happy, and if that includes concerts and VIP, that's what I choose to do with it, and that's what I'm going to do. But your question, will you ever meet them? If you want to, yes. If you stay dedicated and you stay supporting them and you stay driven and like, I'm going to meet them one day, and you stay with that mindset of I will one day, you will. But it's a matter of fact of you need to be driven, you need to be, you know, willing to make some sacrifices in certain things in order to be able to do that. With that being said, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to, you know, spend all this money on a VIP ticket. Because obviously not everyone has the financial means to do so, but it definitely does make it easy to meet them. But If your parents are telling you no, chances are they're not going to let you buy VIP. It's not going to be something that's in the books for you right now, at least. Not saying you won't meet them, though. If you are seeing them on a tour coming up soon, or even in the future if you do see them, you don't have to buy VIP to necessarily meet them. Radio events are a great way to try and meet them for either very, very inexpensive or for free. Most of the time it is free. It's contests or just show up and hope for the best. Another great way is to go to the venue early or to the event that they're going to early. I know where you're coming from, and it absolutely sucks to have like people telling you you're not going to meet them. Like, why would you meet them? You're not going to get to meet them. They're just a band. They don't even know you exist. And I 100% know how you feel because I've been through that with other artists before, and it absolutely sucks. But if you stay determined and you stay driven and you just stay supporting them, who knows down the road what's going to happen. If you truly do want to meet them and it's something that you want to do and you keep wanting to do it years down the road from now, who knows what's going to happen. Just keep a positive mindset and you never know. Next question says, do you listen to Why Don't We? And I love you. Love you too. And yes. I mean, just a little bit. You know, on repeat every single day. Elena asks, besides Why Don't We, what band or artist do you love? So, my forever, always OG stan is always going to be Justin Bieber. I've supported him since 2010. It has literally almost been 10 years since I started supporting him. It is crazy. Like, that kid has influenced my life so freaking much. It's insane. I don't know, he's just influenced my life a lot and made me very, very happy in times, and yeah. So Justin will always have a special place in my heart, Justin Bieber, obviously. And also Shawn Mendes. I stan that kid. That kid is so talented. I remember watching him on Vine, so it's insane to see where he is at now, like going on all these like arena, like world tours and stuff. It's insane. Like, I'm seeing him on tour next month, and I'm like, kid, I'm proud of you. Next question comes from Hijarbi. I'm sorry, I'm probably saying that wrong. It says, are you happy in this moment of your life? That's a really deep question. I mean, there's been times recently where I've been the happiest I've been in a very, very, very long time. I recently did something that was literally on my bucket list for the last like 10 years, ever since like Justin Bieber went on tour, and I'm like, I want to be one of those crazy people that travel for shows and go to multiple shows. And it has literally been a dream of mine for the longest time. And this recent tour for Why Don't We, the 8 Letters tour, I got the opportunity to do that. Like I said, I've been working for money. I paid for this all on my own. Not in no way am I like bragging or anything about any of this stuff, but like, I work hard for my money. If I want to spend it on a plane ticket and a concert ticket and a VIP package to go and see someone that makes me happy, I'm going to do that, and no one's going to stop me, sort of thing, even if my parents don't necessarily think it's the smartest decision, or maybe they think I should spend my money on, you know, my school, which I have to pay for in like a month, but like, we'll focus on it then. But I don't know, like, there's been times that I've been very, very genuinely happy, and the entire time I was on my little road trip tour, going to Seattle and Portland, and as well as my trip to Vegas, I was so genuinely happy. I was surrounded by people who I absolutely love and care about, some of my best friends, and it was a trip that I'll remember for the rest of my life, both of them. I was so happy just doing simple things. Like, I don't like driving. Driving is not something that I enjoy doing, but for some reason, the 7.5-hour drive it took us to get to Portland was so much fun for me. We just listened to music and talked and jammed out and had the best time ever. We stopped at Target, and literally just simple things like going to Walmart or Target or Fred Meyer to go buy hair dye. It was just so fun, and I was happy the entire time, and it was just exciting. It was just a really fun trip, and whenever I think about it, it just makes me happy. And whenever I think about the summer, because summer tour, we coming for you. I don't know, it just makes me really, really happy. It's something that I've wanted to do for such a long time, and actually finally being able to do it and have people that I have the ability to do it with is just nice and fun and makes me happy. But there's also times recently where I have been not in the best mood. I've definitely been very, very stressed out about certain things, which I'm not going to go into my whole situation with school and work and money and everything right now, because it's not really the place, my channel's not really the place for me to talk about my personal life like that. I don't really want to go into detail about that, plus people aren't really going to care. It's kind of my personal stuff. So I have been very stressed out, and I've had a lot of long conversations with my family, with my parents about it, and we're trying to figure things out, and it's just back and forth of some negative thoughts and some negativity and some not necessarily the most optimistic look on things. And so that question is very like open-ended, like, are you happy right now? And I can't really say a yes or no answer because there are days where I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to leave my bed. I don't want to go to work today. I don't want to do this. I'm just not going to go on the summer tour. I don't care. I don't want to go back to school. I'm just going to work a part-time job where I make minimum wage. It doesn't even matter. Like, it's fine. And there's other days where I wake up and I'm like, today's going to be such a good day. Like, let's go to work. Let's make this money. Let's go on a summer tour. Like, let's live our lives to the fullest. Let's go do all this stuff. Like, it's great. So it's kind of like I live day by day and kind of figure it out day by day. And obviously, not everyone has an amazing day every single day. It's kind of just like a hit or miss if it is good or not. So am I happy? Overall, I want to say yes, but there definitely are some times that aren't necessarily the greatest, and definitely some stressful situations that I've dealt with recently. But like I said, we're not going to go into that. But does that answer your question? Next question comes from Why Don't We Limelight Heron, and it says, what do you like to do in your spare time? So my spare time, spare time, what is that? I'm either working, or I'm at softball games or practices, or cheer practices. So I'm either working at a sport, sleeping, eating, like my everyday like needs for, you know, humanity, or time that I have off that I'm not committed to a team, or I'm not committed to a job, or I'm not, you know, making sure I'm still alive by eating and going to bed and whatever. What do I do? It's been a long time. My spare time, I film YouTube videos, which I've kind of been flaking on recently. I watch YouTube a lot, or I hang out with my friends. That's literally, I could have just said that. Why do I have to make every answer so long? She also asks, have you ever had a limelight experience? If so, what is your favorite? Yeah, if so, what is your favorite? What is my favorite part, I'm assuming? And what is your favorite person, and why don't we? So she's asked me my lane, if I've had limelight, and what my favorite part was. So yes, I've had limelight. My lane is Daniel, and I mean, but I love all the boys. Don't get me wrong, they're all amazing. My favorite part of limelight was definitely just the freedom to be able to talk to them. As much as I love being able to get pictures and videos and getting those solid memories of being able to say, this is the time I met Daniel Seavey, this is the time I met Jonah Murray, this is the time I met the whole band. Like, as much as I love to be able to show those pictures and be like, look at my home screen, like, that's me and Daniel, like, don't you just love it? I love that, but at the same time, I love being able to have those genuine conversations where there's no phones, no cameras, no nothing, and it's just genuine conversations, and that's literally the best experience. The next question comes from Myra, and she says, do you play any sports, and how do you get into Why Don't We? So I already answered how did I got into Why Don't We. It was my friend Summer who introduced me to them. And then as for the sports, like I said, I do cheerleading, and I also do softball. I've done cheer for 3 years now. I'm going to my 4th season after softball's over. And then for softball, I played it from the time I was in grade 1 till the year after I graduated. So that was, 13 years. And then I played it this year. So this is my 14th season playing softball. Next question comes from Mushroom Potato, and they said, who's your lane? Like I said, Daniel. Grace Heron asks Lane, Daniel, how old are you? I'm 20, and zodiac sign, she's a Leo, and I'm a Scorpio. My birthday is in November. Next question comes from Got to Love Dogs, and she asked, when did you first hear about Why Don't We? So I actually, like I said, I discovered them. I became a fan and then a limelight of them in May of 2017-ish kind of time, around then. But when I actually heard about them, so I've known Daniel since American Idol. Obviously, I haven't been like supporting him ever since then, but definitely when he did come on the show, I was like, dang, this boy cute, I like him. I was like, my little girl self was like, ooh, this little boy, I like him, like the two of us would be great. I'm like, oh, I'm only a year older than him, like this, I like it. And he was from Vancouver, Washington, and I'm from Vancouver, Canada, so I'm like, you cute, I like this. This is a good situation I have going on here. So I'd watch the show every single week and supported Daniel the whole time. Zach, I saw his little video on Instagram of him singing Stitches, or Facebook, or whatever it was. And I'm like, this kid's kind of good. Like, this kid's cute. Like, whatever. And then I thought nothing more of it besides the fact that he's a good, talented kid in high school who had a good voice and like was gonna make it someday in the music business if he wanted to. Corbin, I saw his Vines because I was obsessed with Vine, so I definitely saw them on there. I definitely followed him, but again, I wasn't really like a fan of him or anything. I was just like, oh, he's cool, like whatever, like I like Vine, he's funny and he's talented, awesome. For Jack, I didn't know anything about Jack till Why Don't We? And then as for Jonah, I actually knew about him when would it have been? So one of my friends was in love with Jonah, still is, absolutely loves Jonah, adores him. She would always talk about him when we were on the phone or whatever. We'd talk about whatever it was, and she'd talk about Jonah and talk about different things. And like, actually, you know what? I just remembered a time. I was on the phone with her. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. We talked on the phone super, super late. And she was talking about Jonah. And I followed him, and then I would unfollow him, and then I'd follow him back and be like, oh yeah, he's cool. And I'm like, I don't need to follow him. Like, I don't really care that much. So I go through phases of following him, unfollowing him. But I knew him for like a while because she'd always talk about him, and like she'd met him before, and he seemed super sweet. And she told me that there's some sort of thing in new music or collaboration. She's excited for it. And I just clued in now. That was Why Don't We? She was literally talking about Why Don't We being formed before she even knew Why Don't We was going to be formed, when it was just like an announcement's coming sort of thing. Like, this is an exciting thing. Like, is it a collaboration? Is it new music? What is it? Is it a band? Like, nobody knows what it's going to be. I could have jumped on the bandwagon then. Dang it. Jess, this is why you need to pay more attention to your friends and be like, oh yeah, they're talking about, maybe I should like invest time into learning who this guy that she always talks about is. But the next question comes from Sophie, and she asks, what do you think about Daniel's hair? His blonde hair. At first, I didn't like it, but now I like it, and he looks super hot. And girl, I agree. At first, I was like, oh, what is this? And fun fact, he actually posted that video. I mean, it was a video, but he posted that picture of him dyeing his hair, like his little dyeing hair announcement thing, whatever he said. I did something about 20 minutes before Limelight had to check in. And so that was what I had Limelight for. So I saw the picture, I'm like, awesome, I'm going to see him like 20 minutes now, and he's going to have blonde hair. Great! So I walk in, and as soon as I saw it in person, I'm like, okay, no, I like it, I love it, he looks really good. So yes, I do like it, and yes, I agree, he does look really hot with it. The next question comes from, I'm going to say this wrong, Bellamia. She says, do you ship Jackery or Dorbin or Dona or any of the other ships between the boys? And do you ship like Zach and Kay or Jonah and Tatum or Jack and Gabby or Corbina? So, do I ship the boys their bromances? I think the boys interacting with one another is the cutest thing ever. They are literally like best friends. They're literally like brothers. I think Zach and Jack together is literally like 2 younger brothers being annoying, and I absolutely love it. And as for their relationships, okay, Corbina, Christina, and Corbin will forever be relationship goals. I think they are so, so cute together. They make each other so happy, as what I've seen. And they're both really, really sweet, and they both are a perfect couple together. So yes, I do definitely ship them. I think they are a great couple. I think they are great together. So as for that, yes. As for Jack and Gabby, Gabby seems like, I've never met her and I never talked to her, but Gabby seems like a very, very genuine, sweet, kind person. And of what I've heard, without going into any information, she makes Jack very happy, and Jack makes her very happy. So, yes, I like it because the whole point is 2 people want to be together, and they're very happy being together. So, obviously, I like it. I approve. Check mark. I mean, not that it matters, because, like, the boys, like, relationships and personal life is, like, their own thing. They do what they want to do, and no one can stop them. But, yes, I definitely do think their relationship is very, very cute, and I like it, and I would be a little upset if they broke up. So, yes, for them. As for Zach and Kay, I have seen Kay once, and she smiled. She seemed sweet. She seemed like a good person is all I've seen. I haven't really seen any negative things. Well, I've seen negative things, but, like, nothing that's, like, real negative. Nothing that's, like, that's tea. Like, that's bad. It's always been, like, I don't like Kay because she's using him for fame. And I'm like, honey, you need to calm down. Like, Zach Aaron's not going to date you. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but, like, no. So, besides, like, jealous little fangirls going on about, Zach should be with them and not Kay, I've seen nothing, like, bad about Kay, and she seems like a very genuinely sweet person. So, yes, I think that they are cute together, and yes, I do ship it. I'm not really invested in their relationship. The only relationship that I'm, like, invested in and care about is Corbina, just because they've been together forever, and they are the sweetest thing. And I really do like Christina as her own person, too, not just, like, as a girlfriend. I think she's an amazing person just as herself, so yeah. But yes, I do like them together, and they seem like they make each other very, very happy. So there's that. As for Tate and Jonah, all I'm going to say about them is I have seen Tate twice. Neither time have I talked to her. And that's not on me. That's not me saying, oh, I haven't included her. I didn't go up and talk to her. It wasn't anything like that. Both times she was with Jonah, and both times I did say something to Jonah, but neither of the times was Tate either. She was never inserted into the conversation, and it wasn't just me not inserting her, it was more her not inserting herself, which, like, I get and I respect that she's, like, keeping her distance from, like, fans and stuff, but at the same time, like, I did have her, like, she was there and we were going to talk to her and have her be able to join the conversation and not be, you know, left out and be like, oh no, they're with fans again, like, I guess I'll leave my boyfriend, like, go do my own thing, like, while he talks to, like, these fans or whatever, it's fine. But yeah, she just kind of took herself out of the situation, which I found kind of odd and strange, because we did look at her, we did smile at her, we did kind of invite her in that sort of way without it using words, been like, we're not going to stand here and bash you, like, you're fine to be here, we don't care, sort of thing. But at the same time, I understand, like, picture-wise, they're not going to want to take pictures together, they just want to, like, keep their relationships private, which I completely respect and understand. Jonah seems to be very happy with her, Jonah seems to smile and stuff, and be, you know, just happy, so I do like it just because Jonah's happy. Besides that, I have no other thoughts towards Tate, because I don't know her as a person. I've never had the chance to talk to her because she's, like I said, taken herself out of situations anytime I could have. But yeah, she seems like a sweet person to Jonah, so as long as he's happy, I'm happy. The next one is from Why Don't We is the best, in all capitals, with exclamation points. I think there's like 12 there. It says, how many times have you met Why Don't We? By the way, I've only met them once. Meeting them once, congratulations, that's amazing. I actually, fun fact, I filmed this video yesterday, and I answered this question yesterday, but then I got, like, a lot more questions, so I decided to refilm it because I thought I'd include everyone's questions, or at least most of them. Well, I counted, and it's very, very hard for me to count the amount of times, because I don't know if I count the days, or the occasions, or depending on what it is, because the first time I met them was March 12th, 2018, and it was during the invitation tour, and I met them actually at the radio station before the show. So I met them at the radio station, and then I went to the show, and I met them at the meet and greet. But then I also had met them before the radio show, or not even radio show, the interview thing. Before that, I talked to them outside the bus, and then after the show, I talked to them outside the bus. I got Daniel to write a necklace out for me, and I took a picture with Corbin, and then I talked to Jonah, and Zach and Jack just kind of, like, zoomed in real quick. But, like, so yes, I would consider that meeting them probably twice, but at the same time, I did talk to them 2 other occasions that day. So it's kind of hard to give an exact number for that. And the next time I met them was in Florida. I met them at the airport when they flew in. And then I met them inside Disney World. I talked to 3 of them. And then I met them again at the airport when they flew out. And then I met them in Vegas. I saw Jack outside the bus before the show. Them all in the meet and greet, and then all of them except for Jack after the show. The next time I saw them was in Portland at the airport. I talked to Zach and Jack, like, briefly, and I talked to Jonah briefly as well. I saw Daniel and I saw Corbin, but I didn't talk to them at all. Jonah thought I had got blood drawn, but it's because I got my tattoos that day and they were all wrapped up. I actually have a vlog of that. If you guys want to see the vlog, my vlog will be linked down below, well, the channel. It's called Dana CV Gave Me a Tattoo. Shocking, whatever it is. It's going to be linked in the description if you want to check it out. There was that time, and then I saw them at the meet and greet in Portland. I also, see, this is hard because, like, it's not, like, times where it's, like, long, some of them, or some of them are just short, where I, like, quickly said 1 or 2 things to them. Like, I saw them walking into the venue in Portland, because everyone was standing here, their Sprinter van was here, they got out of the Sprinter van to walk down into the door to get inside the venue, and me and my friends were walking in the corner to go walk down to, like, where the Sprinter van parked, because we're like, oh, there's fans here, they're probably leaving their thing soon, we should walk down to see if they've left or if they're still in there. And so as we're walking, the boys come out and they walk by us, and we're like, hey guys, and like, hey guys, what's up? And so we talked to them very, very briefly, just said, hi, how are you, enjoy the show, that kind of thing. And then I saw them, like I said, in the meet and greet in Limelight, and then I saw them in Seattle at the meet and greet, and then at the airport the following day. So I think I counted, and it was like, I counted like 11 sort of thing, but it was split up because some of them I count like 2 in one day, some of them is 1 in one day, but I actually saw them like 3 times. It's like a weird kind of way to count it, because like for me, I didn't just meet them in a meet and greet, I didn't just see them once outside their hotel, I didn't just see them at the airport, it was like other things in the same day, so it was kind of It's kind of hard to explain, but the next question comes from Jessie Avery, and she asks, why are you doing YouTube? I don't mean to say it in a rude way. Why am I doing YouTube? So actually, I started my channel, I think it was in 2014. It was a very, very, very long, maybe it was 2016. No, it was definitely 2014. Either way, it was a long time ago. And I just remember watching YouTubers then. I remember watching like Ricky Dillon and Connor Franta and Gen X Pen and Andrea Ressa and people like that and being like, see, I want to do this, like, I want to do that one day. And I'd stay up to like 4 in the morning on like a school night, like when I was like grade 8, 9, 10, 11 kind of thing, watching their first videos back. Like, I would go to their channel and go oldest to newest and watch their first like 10, 15, 20 videos and just like see the progress of like where they started off from. And for some reason that just like motivated me like crazy, because like I would film a video, or I would want to film a video, and I think my quality, my sound, my editing, my content, everything isn't going to be as good as these ones that are out there now. But then I look at their videos when they first started and I'm like, you know what, like I could do that, because like they started like that on their, you know, their laptop. I don't know, I feel like I could do that. And I just got motivated, and it was something I really wanted to do, and so I did it. And I started off with my 2 friends at the time, Summer and Natasha, and we had a channel called Tetris Triangle. And we started that off, and we would film in there every once in a while. We wanted to post every week, but it wasn't going to happen, but we would try to, and we didn't get very far. But as we were doing that, I was also creating videos on my own, because I'm like, well, I can do this with them, I can do it by myself. Like, I edit them, I film them, they're all filmed at my house. Like, if I can do it with 2 other people, why can't I do it with myself? So I started focusing on videos on my own, and I posted every single week, and it was just something that I really enjoyed doing. The next question comes from Cadence, and she says, have you been to a Why Don't We concert, and what is your favorite Why Don't We song? Yes, I have been to a Why Don't We concert. I saw them on the Something Different tour, the Invitation tour, and then 3 shows on the Letters tour. And if all goes as planned, I mean, I have 2 tickets purchased for the 8 Letters Summer Tour, and I have another one that's kind of in the works right now for the Costa Mesa show. So hopefully 3 more for the Summer Tour. They're going to be back to back to back, and my voice is going to be gone, and I'm going to be so happy the entire time, and I'm so freaking excited for it. You guys have no idea how incredibly excited I am. It just makes me so happy. But yeah, so yes, I'm going to a show soon. Yes, I've been to a show. And what's your favorite song? I already answered this. It's definitely Taking You or Friends, because it's pop. Sophia asks, what is the Limelight experience with the boys like? Love you, Jess. Love you too. And the Limelight experience is just a very relaxed situation that is very intimate. Being able to hang out with them in this random room for 25 minutes and being able to talk to them about, you know, whatever you decide to talk about, and take pictures and take videos and just like have a good time. And obviously there is some rules to do with what you can and can't do, which kind of is common sense. Like, don't take off someone's hat if they say don't take off their hat, but whatever. But yeah, it's a fun time, and it's relaxed, and I'm gonna do a full video explaining the whole Limelight experience probably in the next month or 2 before the summer tour does start, just because I know a lot of people are going to the summer tour and this is their first time getting Limelight, or even if it isn't their first time, they want to know what it's like and what to expect. But yeah, anyways, subscribe and stay tuned for that if you want to. The second to last question comes from Tara, and she says, how many times have you met the boys? P.S. I love you too, and I already addressed this. I think it's 11 times, but like I said, it's kind of complicated and hard to explain. Final question comes from someone named Shorty, and she asks, will you do live streams soon? Yes. So if you guys don't know, like I said, on my 3rd channel, my concert channel, I live stream on there. I try and live stream on there every single day, but obviously, like I said, my life is busy and I don't have a lot of free time. So I can't necessarily do it every single day, but I definitely do try and get on there as much as I possibly can. I love talking to you guys, and it just like makes my day a lot better. So yeah, if you want to chit chat anytime soon, concert channels link down below. Go ahead and subscribe to that, and you'll be notified when I go live. Anyways, this video is literally going to be an hour long of footage for like 25 questions. So love that for me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and comment down below any video suggestions you may have. You can definitely always use those. Also, you guys can go ahead and check out my other channels down below. I have my vlog channel link down there, so if you want to see my Why Don't We vlogs from the Invitation, Invitation and Something Different and 8 Letters tours, they're all going to be linked down, well, actually, the channel's going to be linked down in the description. Y'all can just dig for the videos. They're literally not that far down, because I don't post them there that often. But yeah, they'll all be linked down below. that channel as well as my concert channel, if, like I talked about it. If you want to check that out, if you like Why Don't We, you'll like that channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys very, very soon with another video, and bye!